Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the show. We're joined in studio by Mr. Buzz Ramsey and Mike West. Mike is a pro staffer for Yakima Bait. How long have you been a pro staffer for Yakima?
5 or 6 years.
Enough time to know a lot about mag lips, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Mike. It's nice to meet you.
I'd like to say I do.
Well, I watched some of your videos. I think you kind of got it figured out a little bit. Buzz, it's good to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. And for everybody, it wasn't the easiest thing for Buzz to make it here. We've still got issues on getting back home today, but it looks like you should be okay.
Oh, I hope so.
Cross your fingers.
I hope so.
You're still
I got a new rig, got 4-wheel drive. I'm good on the ice.
What'd you get for a new rig?
Well, the rig we had, actually our son was driving it, and it got stolen and totaled.
No.
Yeah. So I gave him my commute rig. I mean, I had a choice. Do I buy a new rig for him or a new rig for me?
Yeah, me you. Well, good. At least you got some good wheels. Well, we got a lot to really talk about. First thing I want to point out and make sure that everybody's aware of, at the Sportsman Show, okay? Now, we've done these deals with Fisherman's Marine in the past, our presenting sponsor, right? Well, there's a lot of folks that are behind this, and Buzz, jump in whenever you want. But at the Sportsman Show, it's a buy two, get one free of any Yakima product, right?
Right, that's right. Only at the sports show.
Correct.
With participating retailers while supplies last. And this is the best deal of the year. You don't get a better deal than this.
Yeah, well, even the buy three, get one free isn't as good as this deal.
That's right. That's right. You know about that because you got the math figured out, right?
I got the math figured out. So this is where I say buy 6, get 3 free.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
I went to Franklin. I actually figured that out on my own, believe it or not. But no, that's a fantastic deal. So if somebody comes up to wherever, and they happen to buy 2 products, and they come over and see you at the Yakima booth?
Nope, they get it right there at the retailer.
Okay, so that's what we want to make sure is clear. So you go right over to Fisherman's, buy 2 of them, get a 3rd one for free, whatever it happens to be. Any Yakima product.
Of a like item.
Of like item. So if you get 2 Big Owl fish flashes, you can get a 3rd.
That's right.
So you're not going to go buy 2 plugs and then get a Big Owl's Fish Flash Magnum.
That's right. That's right.
So keep it legit like you would figure that it would be. But it's a fantastic deal, and that's going through Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep, next week at the Sports Show, every day with participating retailers at the Sports Show only. That's the Yakima Bait deal this year, hottest deal of the year.
No question about that. And I know that you'll probably take advantage of that, although I'm sure you get a pretty good deal as it is. But some of the videos, and just go on to YouTube, type in Mike West. You'll find some of his videos there. The 2 actually that I found, you were throwing mag lips, you were casting and retrieving them for silvers.
Yeah. Coho
for others. How in the world did that kind of? We've all thrown wiggleworts for years, okay? But mag lip never really crossed my mind to cast those.
It was an accident. I like to back troll the mag lip mostly, but during coho season we were doing the same thing as you. We were throwing wiggleworts.
Sure.
And lo and behold, the color that was working that day that we only had 2 of, one fish stole one of them. So I dug around and found a mag lip the same color, and I don't think it was more than 40 minutes. The other customer was asking for a mag lip. And yeah, pretty soon, I'm not going to say all those wiggleworts are in a bucket on my shelf.
So now you're just casting are they just 3.5s that you're throwing?
Yeah, I pretty much just use the 3.5 for back trolling for salmon, steelhead, and yeah, that's my favorite. However, with this 4.0.
Yeah, there's a brand new one. Guys, go ahead and give us a shot with that Oregon Tackle.
Gonna make me spend more money.
And Buzz, you know what? Let's grab this one from behind you and take a look at the difference in size of the 3.5 and the new 4.0. Now, this is brand new. It's been out to the public for how long?
Not at all. We had a few of the retailers had them at the Puyallup show, which is operated by Toro, the all Auckland family, by the way.
It is the
same outfit.
There you go.
Yep. And but we had them up there for sale, and we're going to have them here at the Portland show for sale. We're just beginning to produce these, so we've got a lot of orders, and we're trying to fill a pipeline, but it's pretty thin right now. So probably the sports show's the first place anglers are going to see these.
Interesting.
And we got the hot price on them too. But the 4.0 is I don't know if the camera's shining on that or not.
Yep, he is. They've got it right now.
Okay, that's it. That's the size difference. Here's the 3.5, and here's the 4.0, brand new size.
It's really not a significant difference in size, but it's definitely a different size. It's definitely bigger. And here, let's even go even a little bit further. And I don't mean to keep running off screen on you, but here's the 4.5. So now these are just half-inch increments.
Half-inch increments, right, is what it's all about with a mag lip, of course. And now we've got them running from a 2.5 in half-inch increments all the way up to a 5.0.
Right.
So we're kind of covering the, we're getting into the trout realm with the 2.5, and then 3.0 and 3.5 for steelhead, and then the 4.0 is kind of a crossover, like you mentioned, for trophy steelhead or salmon, and then we got the 4.5 and 5.0, which are, of course, are mostly for salmon.
Sure.
But the 4.0 is it's a neat lure. It's got a little bit wider wiggle than the other mag lip. It still has a skip beat action, kind of like you're teasing a cat with a ball and string, like the other mag lip, which has really made mag lip popular.
Sure.
It dives really deep, almost unusually deep, while it has a little wider wiggle. And in fact, it'll dive as deep as we're saying 16, 18 feet, but actually it'll dive 20 feet, just like a 4.5.
Wow.
Up to 20 feet.
Now, you've been designing and building plugs for a very long time. Possibly has more knowledge about it than anybody else that's out there.
Well, my buddy Bob Toman's pretty good, too.
I'm not going to argue that at all. I'm not going to argue that at all. I do know that you guys talk a lot when you're developing plugs for a reason.
Right.
Is the reason why that would dive so well, and the only reason why I'm asking this, Buzz, is because you seem a little surprised by it. Is it just the perfect size where it's just big enough where it's got enough surface to get there, but not too big to where it wants to slow it down?
I'm not quite sure. I think we maybe, the lip angle on every one of these is different. And, sometimes, we're trying to cover all these bases and experiment, and, and it takes a couple of years from the start with the first prototype to the end product.
Sure.
So, I suppose if I drug it out further, maybe we could get them all, maybe we could make them like this. But I think we really hit the nail on the head on this, because normally when a plug has a wider wiggle, it's using its energy to wiggle, and then it doesn't dive as deep.
Right.
And the reason I'm surprised is because this does both.
Interesting.
So we must have that lip angle
just right.
Just right. It's not a few degrees off, it's dead on.
Interesting.
And I think that's probably why, now I'm speculating, but this plug really does dive deep. All of them, buoyancy can affect that, but all of them we put a balancing weight in them. So the buoyancy, there's enough buoyance, so with a wrap, it'll slow float up. That way it'll stay down on a slow tail out.
Sure.
And so that's all configured into the thing, but this plug's going to move your rod tip, and it's going to dive deep and has a skip beat action. It should be a...
I've got a lot of questions here. He just opened up a lot of opportunities for questions here. And for my job, that makes my job easy. We're going to come back to this break. We're going to continue to talk with Mr. Buzz Ramsey and Mike West about mag lips, of course, and even some of the new products that have been out there for a little while, like this guy, who I'll be 100% honest, Buzz. And I am always that way, really. But I was like... But when I put this in front of a 360 flasher, it was a complete game changer. It really was. So we're going to talk about that spreader as well when we come back from this break. Don't go anywhere.